natin yung practical side niya. Ngayon, dito naman tayo sa mga molecular side already. Mas ma-appreciate na natin siya kasi kaya na natin kung ano nagagawa ng high HDL, low HDL, high LDL, okay? So we will be talking about lipoproteins for the next 30 minutes on hour. So lipoprotein means lipid and protein, right? So these are biochemical assembly whose purpose is to transport your hydrophobic lipid molecules, yung dietary lipids natin, dietary fats, okay, will be transported already. So your lipoproteins are micelles, right? They are hydrophobic inside and hydrophilic outside. Yun lang yun. Okay? These complexes serve to emulsify dietary fats, right? Kasi among the 3 macronutrients, your fat needed to be emulsified or saponified before it is absorbed. Okay? So lipoproteins are in the form of enzymes. They are actually transporters, okay, structural proteins, of course. Ayan. Pwede rin silang antigens, toxins. So they are classified as based on their size and components. Your chylomicrons, your VLDL, your IDL, your LDL, and your HDL. Okay? So, again. Okay. This is a visual representation of a lipoprotein. So, as you can see, it is composed of your triglycerides, your cholesterol esters inside, your phospholipid. Unlike your cell membrane, this is a single layer. Okay? Makikita ninyo yung head na hydrophilic nasa labas, and yung mga feet niya na hydrophobic is nasa loob. Your free cholesterol, and take note that in LDL, okay, LDL ang merong 50% ng cholesterol, kaya siya laging tinatawag na bad cholesterol. And your apolipoproteins, may kanya-kanya silang characteristic. Para silang unique na nakadikit sa kanila. That's your apoproteins. Okay, so mamaya, we will go through it one by one. Anong meron na apoprotein si chylomicron? Anong meron si LDL? May kanya-kanya silang identity. Okay, apolipoprotein, ito, embedded in the membrane subcellular complex, giving functional identity, and sabi ko na kanina. We have two lipoprotein particle metabolism. The endogenous and the exogenous. Of course, when you say endogenous, inside. When you say exogenous, outside. So what are your exogenous? The exogenous pathway metabolizes your dietary lipids, right? And your endogenous ones are the metabolizes the lipids that are being formed in your body, inside your body, right? So, while adipocytes are the main storage of fat cells for triglycerols, they do not produce any lipoproteins, but they have lipoprotein lipase. Okay, lipoprotein lipase. Sila ang lipase, okay, nag-cleave ng fat ng lipoprotein. Okay, take note of that. Mamaya, mas maintindihan natin siya sa film showing. However, ito yung difference niya. Yung breakfast mo kanina, natapa, na namumutaktak ng oil, kasi prinito, okay, goes into your intestines, right? Wherein, it will be acted upon by your bile salts when it comes in contact with your intestinal mucosa. Bakit? may chemoreceptors sa intestinal mucosa natin. That chemoreceptors will send signal to your cells, to your intestinal cells, to produce your cholecystokinin. You remember? Nag-GI na ba kayo? Hindi pa. O, ito yun. Pero ito rin yung sa GI. Once the cholecystokinin is released, okay, from your intestinal mucosal cells. Okay? Si cholecystokinin, pupunta siya ngayon travel siya to the gallbladder wall. Si gallbladder wall, ang nagko-contract. Though the cholecystokinin can activate other parts of your GI, the number one effector cell is your gallbladder. Okay, it will contract to release your bile. The bile consists of your cholesterol, okay, your fatty acids, your glycerols, but the most important components are your bile salts. Okay, the cholic acid and your deoxycholic acid. Okay, these are the ones responsible in emulsifying the dietary fat. Okay, dito magiging two-phase. Yung kanina ay hydrophobic na dietary lipids natin. Why? Okay? Because your bile salts, kaya siya salt, okay, pag dumikit na siya dun sa dietary fat, it will make the dietary fat more susceptible to your pancreatic lipases. Huwag kakalimutan, nauuna siyang ma-emulsify before your lipases act into your dietary fats. Okay? I-break down, gagawin muna ni bile salt na mas soluble siya sa water bago siya magalaw o kaya ma-break down ni pancreatic lipases. Okay? Bear that in mind. Ha? So, these dietary fats will be broken down by your lipases into triglycerides, your monoacyl. The triglycerides will be broken down into monoglycerides, glycerols, okay, and your acid. So, makakat-kat na siya. And then, these components, pag nagdikit-dikit siya, si monoacyl glycerol, si monoacyl glycerol, si monoacyl glycerol, si fatty acids, okay, and your cholesterol will form your chylomicrons. Okay, these chylomicrons go into your capillaries and will be acted upon by your lipoprotein lipases. Kukunin niya yung fatty acids, tapos i-store niya. Okay, tapos mamaya, si chylomicron, pupunta na siya sa liver. Okay, that's your exogenous pathway. So, bear in mind, your chylomicrons are being produced only by your intestinal mucosa. Hindi ginagawa ni intestines ang chylomicrons. VLDL ang ginagawa ni VLDL ang ginagawa ni liver. Okay? And this VLDL, overview pa lang po Okay, mamaya pag-uusapan natin even yung mga apoprotein na nakadikit kung para saan sila. Ayan. So, your liver, inside your liver, di ba? Pumapasok dyan yung glucose for glucose metabolism. You remember? Okay, your glucose will turn into pyruvate. Your pyruvate will turn into your acetyl-CoA. Your acetyl-CoA will enter the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Pagdating sa smooth endoplasmic reticulum, cholesterol, good. Okay. There is cholesterol synthesis. when your acetyl-CoA is acted upon by your HMG-CoA reductase. Okay, so makakagawa siya ng sarili ng cholesterol sa loob. And then there are free fatty acids in the cytoplasm. Your free fatty acids in your cytoplasm, and there are glycerols also. And there is one apoprotein being synthesized inside the liver. Your B100. Si B100. Pag nagdikit-dikit si cholesterol kanina, yung free fatty acid sa cytoplasm, bigyan siya ba? Okay, si glycerol at si B100, apoprotein B100, it forms the VLDL. Okay, that's why the chylomicrons are from the intestines, the VLDL are from the liver. Okay. Naintindihan? Naintindihan na? Okay. So, this VLDL will go to your capillaries, of course, acted upon again by your lipoprotein lipase. Kukunin niya ulit yung fatty acid, i-store niya sa adipose tissues. Okay. When this VLDL, natanggalan mo na siya ng mga free fatty acid, meron siyang intermediate na component. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya stable. Hindi siya laging intermediate lipoprotein. IDL. Intermediate density lipoprotein. So, parang lang siya, transitional state. Okay? When your VLDL has low lipoproteins already, it becomes your IDL. Okay, wherein the IDL interacts with your HDL. IDL interacts with your HDL. Si HDL ngayon, magbibigay siya ng madaming cholesterol kay IDL. Nagigets nyo? Pag nag-meet sila, bigyan kita ng cholesterol. Sabi ni HDL. Okay? So, si IDL naman, in turn, will give the proteins to your HDL. Which in turn, dahil mas mababa na yung protina niya, si HDL, mas madami na siyang cholesterol. Tinatawag na siyang LDL. These are transitional states. Para kang nagpapalit ng anyo every step of the way. Okay? Para mas madali siyang intindihin. So, ayan. Again, your LDL, kaya siya tinatawag na bad cholesterol kasi kanina, ano pinag-usapan natin kanina? It deposits, right? It deposits your cholesterol to the target organs. However, that's good. Di ba pinag-usapan natin? Good siya. Kung sa target site siya nagbibigay ng cholesterol at fatty acids. However, if it throws the garbage along the way, for example, dun sa mga endothelium, doon nagkakaroon ng atherosclerotic plaques. Doon siya nagiging bad. So, we have some receptors also. Ayun. That's the overview of your endogenous and your exogenous pathway of lipid lipoprotein synthesis and metabolism. Pupunta na tayo sa mga characteristic niya. So, again, LDL has the highest cholesterol component. Okay. Mas maganda kasi siya kung makita ng visual representation. As you can see, your chylomicrons are way bigger than your VLDL, IDL, LDL, and HDL. However, proportion-wise, okay, your HDL has the highest protein, kaya sa high density. dense siya, mabigat siya sa protina. Okay? Mas kokonti ang kanyang fats and cholesterol. Your LDL has high cholesterol, right? And low in protein. Kaya siya low density. Intermediate density kasi transitional component lang siya. Your very low density lipoprotein is like your chylomicron. However, the difference is the chylomicron is produced in your intestinal mucosa. Your VLDL is produced in your liver. Naintindihan? Good. Ito na. Ito na yung mga kanya-kanyang identity nila. Okay. So, these apoproteins are present in specific lipoproteins. For example, your chylomicron, it has the B48, the ACE B48 to. AB, ganun ko kasi siya memorize. ACE, the ACE, and B48. Okay? So, your VLDL naman is like your ACE. Okay. It's like your chylomicron also without the B48. Wala siyang B48 saka walang A. Pero may B100 siya. Galing kay liver. Okay? So, mamaya sasabihin ko kung paano natin i-memorize ulit yan. Okay, si IDL, makikita ninyo, sino yung mga may yung mga may B100, yung mga galing kay liver, right? Si VLDL, si IDL, saka si HDL. Ay, saka si LDL, sorry. Okay. So, your HDL has C2. The C2 activates your lipoprotein lipase that cleaves. Okay. Don't forget that. C2. It cleaves your cholesterol to be more digestible. Okay? So, see, chylomicron has ACE B48. Your VLDL, IDL, and your LDL has B100. Okay? Your HDL has C2 and A and E. ACE. So, makikita ninyo. Okay. So, ito yung difference na sabi natin kanina. Metabolism of HDL. So, about 40 to 60% are cleared by the liver in the process within ApoB, hepatic. Okay, wait lang. The rest are taken up by either hepatic. These particles are remodeled. Yan, yung kanina, yung endogenous pathway natin. Okay na. Kahit kilala nyo na sila. Dahil kilala nyo na itong mga HDL, LDL, saka VLDL natin, I will show you a video on how it really works inside. Walang kupura. Makikita nyo ito sa YouTube.
A combination of both. So, inside the life-forming particles,
Indiano.
also is the lipoprotein. Now, let me introduce you.
Is this something
There are several types of lipoproteins. So, first lipoprotein that we are going to talk about is chylomicron. Then we talk about VLDL, IDL, LDL, and HDL. VLDL stands for very low density lipoprotein, whereas IDL stands for medium density lipoprotein. Protein part, such as apolipoproteins. A combination of all of these is the lipoprotein. Now, let me introduce you to the lipoproteins. There are several types of lipoproteins which are found in our body, and they have their distinct function and importance. So, first lipoprotein that we are going to talk about is chylomicron. Then we will talk about VLDL, IDL, LDL, and HDL. VLDL stands for very low density lipoprotein, whereas IDL stands for intermediate density lipoprotein, LDL is low density lipoprotein, while HDL is high density lipoprotein. When we say some
naka-register daw, punta na daw doon.
How much is the protein content or how much protein is there? For example, in HDL, the protein content is pretty much. It is way more than the VLDL or very low density lipoprotein. In order to understand that, we need to understand what is the composition of these particles. So let's talk about the major lipoproteins present in these particles first, and then we talk about the overall composition. So, chylomicron has apolipoprotein A, ApoB48, C, and E, whereas VLDL has apolipoprotein B100. So, this is the difference between VLDL and the chylomicron. It also has apolipoprotein C and apolipoprotein E. Now, after that, in IDL and LDL, we both have ApoB100. And in HDL, we have majority of the lipoproteins. But if you go over the overall composition of these particles, we would see that 90% of the chylomicron is triglyceride. Actually, the triglyceride composition is very high in case of VLDL and chylomicron. Whereas for LDL, the concentration of cholesterol is very high, almost 50% of it. So, cholesterol has the highest density of cholesterol, whereas VLDL and chylomicron has the highest proportion of triglycerides. In contrast, HDL has higher proportion of apolipoproteins, almost 40% of it. So once we have an overview of the composition of these particles, let's see how these particles are synthesized,
Yung mga
what are their functions, how are they metabolized, and what is the turnover rate. So let's begin. Let's say we eat a food which is enriched in fats, such as a cheesy burger, and it would be metabolized inside our GI tract, right? So in the intestine, the fat would be absorbed in form of myceles, right? Now in the intestinal epithelial cell, the substance which would be secreted from the intestinal epithelial cell is the chylomicron. So intestinal epithelial cell secretes chylomicron, which is enriched in triglycerides. Other than triglycerides, it has cholesterol, ApoB48, ApoE, and apolipoprotein C2. All of these are the components of chylomicron, right? So chylomicrons are exclusively assembled in the intestinal mucosal cell, and the most important thing about them is they do have triglycerides, but these triglycerides are coming from our diet. All the triglyceride cholesterol that it has is coming from our diet. Now, triglycerides account for 90% of the volume of these chylomicrons. So these are the two very important points about chylomicrons. So this is the overall composition of the chylomicron as we have discussed. Now we wanted to understand what is the function of chylomicron. So chylomicron can circulate inside the body and eventually encounter the adipose tissue. Now it deposits the triglyceride the fatty acids in the triglyceride when it encounters adipose tissue. So on the adipose tissue, that's known as a lipoprotein lipase. Now one part of the chylomicron, which is apolipoprotein C2, will activate the lipoprotein lipase. So the enzyme adipose tissue. The lipoprotein lipase activated by apolipoprotein C2 would be eventually breaking down triacylglycerol into free fatty acids, and these free fatty acids will be stored inside the adipose tissues. So the major function of lipoprotein lipase is to break down triacylglycerol, and now the fat is free, right? So we can understand the concentration of triacylglycerol is reduced in these particles. Now it is known as chylomicron remnant, okay? And it will be uptaken by the liver. So now we talk about another type of lipoprotein particle, which is known as VLDL, or very low density lipoprotein, which is exclusively secreted by the liver, not by the intestine. So let's try to understand how VLDL is synthesized by secretion. So VLDL is generated inside the liver, right? In the liver hepatocytes. So let's just zoom into a hepatocyte and try to understand. So liver hepatocyte makes input of glucose from the bloodstream. Now once glucose enters the liver hepatocyte, it will undergo glycolysis and it will generate pyruvate. Eventually the pyruvate will be converted to acetylcholine, and acetylcholine would eventually give rise to PCS cycle and it will generate ATP in the electron transport chain. Now this acetylcholine can also be utilized inside the smooth endoplasmic reticulum to make cholesterol. So cholesterol biogenesis can take place in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now other than that, the dihydroxyacetyl phosphate, which is a byproduct of the glycolysis pathway, can be eventually used to make glycerols. And there would be free fatty acids present in the cytosol itself. So free fatty acid, glycerol will make triacylglycerol, whereas cholesterol and phospholipids will also be packaged inside the Golgi bodies. And ultimately, it will generate a lipoprotein particle. Right? And the protein part comes from these apolipoprotein components. And from here, the ApoB100 is the major protein on VLDL, and it is synthesized by a specific gene present in the nucleus. Okay? So then after that,
Okay, dahil nakakahilo yung ano natin, yung projection, tapos nakaka-cut yung vaccine pa tayo. Isa-send ko naman sa inyo. Pero kindly find time to watch it. Yun din naman yung diniscuss natin. Okay? However, makikita ninyo dito, even visually, kasi di ba, kapag nagagamit ang 5 senses, tapos kumain pa kayo ng ice cream. Habang nanonood kayo. Okay, sige. I'll just send it to the GC na. Ha? Kasi kailangan ko pag-send yung mga blood natin doon sa laboratory. So I will review early. Doc, EJ will take over after your vaccination. Okay? Okay, have a nice day. Quiz pa naman dapat ako. Madali lang. Ang bawal. Okay. Run through the i-send ko mamaya pag yung power mo. Bye-bye.
Naantay ko. Bakit? Bakit yung kapag ganun? Yung palalim ganun-ganun.